Hey everyone, this is Sarah from Soul Heart Intuitive Coaching. Hope you're having a great Monday. I'm here to discuss the energy for the week of July 1st to July 8th. And what do each of the signs need to know this week so that you can be best prepared to handle whatever obstacles may come your way. So like always, we're going to start off with Aries. Aries, yours is the true source of power. And along the side, it says divine will, integrity, power versus force. You have a tendency to believe that you need to force things to happen. Don't do that this week. Allow things to unfold naturally. See what they have to say. There's information that's in there if you're willing to look below the surface. You don't have to force things to happen to make them happen. It may seem counterintuitive, but sometimes if you put the wish out there and just allow things to unfold, they'll unfold differently than you may believe. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't have to do any work whatsoever. It doesn't mean that you can, start a successful business and then not start a website or do any of the work that goes with it. This means that you have to do some of the work that goes with it, but you can set the intention and allow things to unfold at the pace that they're meant to, if that makes sense. Taurus, yours is surrender to the change. And at the top, it says the art of allowing resilience and adaptability. Taurus, you're not known for wanting to change. You like things to be the way that they are, you like things to stay the same. This is a time when you need to surrender to that change. What have you been avoiding changing? I know there's something. There always is. Change is an inevitable part of life. Everything that you do in life that you're guaranteed to have to face some sort of change. Now, change is always easiest when you can make the decision to actually change things yourself. Surrender to what the change is telling you. Don't make the universe have to force you into a change that you're not ready for. Now, there are going to be certain situations where you're going to have to change, and the universe isn't going to give you the option. But if at all possible, surrender to the change that's before you. It will get you there faster. You will have more control over what it is that you're trying to change than if you just wait and wait and wait. And eventually the universe decides enough and they make the change for you. So surrender to the change, Taurus. Gemini, all eyes are open. And it says inspired vision, clarity, perception, and revelation. Things are being revealed to you right now. You're seeing things clearly, maybe for the first time, or maybe for the first time in quite a while. Pay attention to what it is that you're seeing clearly and follow those clues, follow that information that it's providing to you. It will get you where you're looking to go. There's some vision that you have. You need to follow the vision, follow the clues, look at the clarity. How are you perceiving things? You may need to change your perception just a little bit so that you can allow things to unfold the way that you want. But all eyes are open. You can see things clearly, maybe for the first time in a while. So go with that direction. Cancer, the masks we wear. And it says self-expression, protection, and authentic self. Cancer, you have been known to wear a mask. There's nothing bad with wearing masks. Sometimes they keep us safe, they keep us protected, they allow us to keep ourselves contained. However, the mask that you're wearing is preventing you from showing your authentic self. It's preventing you from becoming the person that you want to be. The mask needs to be discarded right now. Again, there's nothing wrong with wearing a mask. It has kept you safe. It has kept you protected for this long in this period of time. But the time for you to show your authentic self is now. Step away from the mask, step out from behind the mask, and let people see the real authentic you. They might just be surprised what's lying there behind the mask. Leo, yours is listening to the ancestors. And your card says inherited patterns, traditions, integrated wisdom versus knowledge. Your ancestors have things to tell you. Our ancestors are typically proud of the directions that we've gone in. They're typically inspired by what we're doing and where we're looking to go. Your ancestors have something to tell you right. That information, that guidance, it's there waiting for you. It's lurking below the surface. You just have to be willing to reach for it. It can be easier to think that we know everything in regards to our path in life. We don't. Information is revealed to us in certain ways and certain patterns. Your ancestors have something to tell you about your path. So, what is it that your ancestors are trying to tell you? Allow that information to come through. Remember, it can be easy to think that we know everything, but we don't. Even you, Leo. Virgo, yours is the emergence of true knowing. And it says intuition, rigorous honesty, and inventory. This is a time for you to look with deep within yourself. Be honest with yourself. Information in all of us is coming up to the surface to be cleared. It's coming up to be revealed and to change our path and the direction that we're going in. This is a time for honesty. This is a time for you to look at things and examine them for what they are. That doesn't mean that you have to act right away. I would advise you, in fact, not to act right away. I would advise you to look at that information and examine it for what it is. Are you, in fact, being honest with yourself? Or is there another layer that's out there that needs to come out, that needs to be revealed? The information that's there is going to help you on this next step. First, you have to be honest with yourself about what that information is. Libra, yours is the burden of choice. And it says, choosing higher ground, consequences, unconscious choice making. This is a time for you to make a choice. Libra, you like to balance all of the pros and cons. You like to try and find a balance if at all possible. And sometimes that can often show itself as you wavering, not being sure in your choice. This is a time for you to be sure in your choice. Being sure in our choices is not always easy, but sometimes you have to listen to your heart. It can be really challenging when we want to listen to our minds and our minds can lead us astray. Your heart knows exactly what it wants. So pay attention to your heart. Your heart won't steer you wrong. It may seem like it does at times, but it's not going to. So listen to your heart if that helps you to make the choice that you need to make this week. Scorpio, yours says all the blessings everywhere. And it says gifts from the universe in synchronicity. Something's coming in for you, Scorpio. So pay attention to the synchronicities. What are synchronicities? So it can be things that just all of a sudden appear that you've been looking for. It can also be little clues and gifts from the universe. So some of them can be numbers. It can be animals that cross your path. It can be any number of things that are out there. Anything can be a synchronicity. Anything can be fall along those paths. You just have to be looking for it. So the universe is showing you something. It's giving you a gift for what you have been through, the progress that you have made. You have to be willing to accept the gift, which means you have to see the gift for what it is. So look for the gift, look for the synchronicity. It's out there. Be open, be curious, look for what it is that's out there, and then follow that, receive it, allow it, and it will be what it is. Sagittarius, yours says what is holy and what is true. And it says appreciation, witnessing the unmerited gift of grace. What is true? That is the big question for you right now. Sagittarius, you have a tendency to think that you know what is true, but is it really true? Is it really honestly true? You need to dig into that question this week. What is true? Capricorn, yours is a call to transformation. And it says metamorphosis and the in between. You are being called to change. You are being called to shift something in your life. Something in your life isn't working. And it's okay that it's not working. But what can you do to transform that? What can you do to change it? Capricorn, you've been going through a lot of changes with Pluto having gone through your sign since 2009. And Pluto is about to go back into your sign. So there's still transformations that are happening for you. What do you want to change? There's a metamorphosis that's happening right now, and you're in that between phase. And the in between phase can be complicated and it can be angst ridden sometimes. Allow those to come through. Feel the angst. Step into the transformation. Allow the transformation to take you where you need to go. Aquarius, yours says this and that are true. Open-mindedness, perspective, nuance, and complexity. Seems to be a theme this week about being open-minded. Be open-minded. What is holding you back from having a different perspective or being curious? Ask questions. There's nothing that says that just because something appears to be true, that it is in fact true. Be open-minded. Ask questions. Asking questions may seem like a difficult thing to have to do, or it may be embarrassing, or any number of different things. That's not the case. Asking questions can just be simply getting clarification regarding something. It can be reading a book about something that you don't know a whole lot about. It can be having a conversation or trying something new. There's all kinds of different ways that you can be open-minded. So be more open-minded. Learn what is true. Learning what is true will lead you to the next. In order to do that, you have to be open-minded. Pisces, begin with faith in spring. And it says beginnings, innocence, fertility, and growth. You are planning something new right now. You are in the process of starting something, working with something, and it is coming to life. It may not happen as quickly as you would like, but the seeds have been planted. You're working on something. But while seeds are being planted, you have to have faith. You have to believe that the seeds are going to grow. Have that faith in what it is that you're working on right now. It will grow in the spring, but the first step is to have a little bit of faith. So again, I'm Sarah from Soul Heart Intuitive Coaching. Hope that this has been helpful for you. If it has and it resonated with you at all, feel free to comment below. I would love to hear from you. I am just starting to offer 40-minute sessions, and they're going to be $50 this month of July through July 29th. I hope to hear from you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week, and I wish you all the best as we go through these challenging times. Have a good one.